I was supposed to delete some space off my computer so I can record properly this week. It's gonna cut out. I already know it. What's happening, Facebook? What it do? What it do, man? We back. Man, what's happening, man? This your boy Country coming live from the South. Got something to say, man. Episode 116. Let's go.
It's your boy DJ Big Dream, the representative. We in him.
And it's the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated, lyrical 70 notice. He's trying to win eternity, holding it down for the South. Yeah.
Bro, I had just asked this nigga, bro, we ready? He was like, yeah, bro, we ready.
I was semi-ready. I was quasi-ready.
Bro.
He said quasi.
I
don't even know what that means, but it's provocative. Bro, what is you got going on, bro?
Bro, I don't know. That shit did not register in my head at all.
Oh, shit.
Man, what it do, Facebook, man? We love to be back here with y'all today for this another beautiful occasion, another Tuesday night, another fun time in the South, right?
Right.
We in the woods. You know how Atlanta call that shit the trap?
Right.
This the woods, bro. This we in the woods, bro. You feel me?
I wish a nigga would.
And we wish a nigga would, because we in the woods, bro.
Shots out the left.
Believe that.
What up, man? How y'all week been, bro?
Oh, man, bro. So, I got Rotel Dip, finally. I don't know if you know the Rotel story that I got going on.
No.
So.
Oh, shit. This bullshit. Where my vape at?
Dream had this thing some time ago, man. We was still working at the car lot we was working at, and I asked, he was doing something at this house, like, man, is Rotel Dip gonna be available?
Okay.
And he was like, yeah, and I got there and it wasn't. So I was like, man, cool, but I want some Rotel Dip. We gotta figure that out. So then we had poker night. So I teach my partner, my brother, Spike, how to play poker. And we set up this big poker night, bro. We had great attendance. And I was like, bro, one thing we gotta do is cook Rotel Dip. Right? I like, bro, that's the only thing I asked for, bro. So she was like, Spike Kilo. Shout out to Kilo. New music on the way. Great music already. Make sure y'all check into that. So I tell them, I mean, the only thing I want is Rotel Dip, bro. I don't care what else y'all do. So they do wings, Rotel Dip, bro. We have a whole poker night set up, right? So I get the setting up. I bring the poker chips, and she got the Rotel Dip going. I'm hyped. And then I see her. She got ground sausage.
I was just finna say.
And she get that together. I was like, what's that? She's like, oh, this ground sausage. I was like, what that's for? She's like, for the Rotel. I was like, oh. I was like, she's like, don't worry, I'm going to make you something to the side. And I'm like, cool. So she make everything up. And then she's like, Craig, I set you something to the side. You ready for it? I was like, yeah, let me see what you got there. Bro, she brought me a bowl of cheese and Rotel. No meat whatsoever. And I was like, no, she told me she was going to do it. She didn't bring it to me. She told me she was going to do it. I was like, yo, Kilo, it's all good. You can just make it one way. Like, because that ain't Rotel Dip, right?
Right.
I'm like, it's all good. So everybody got Rotel but me.
That nachos and cheese, you can get that from the gas
I was
station.
just finna
Yeah,
say.
it was nacho and cheese, Rotel in it, right? So then, fast forward a little bit more. Dream has some more shit in his house.
Yeah, queso de gallo. Cheese and tomatoes.
Yeah, bro, that shit was. I was like, man, yo, that ain't
Oh,
right.
that's funny.
So Dream has some shit at his house right after that. I asked about Rotel Dip. He was like, yeah, man, we probably have some. Yeah, I get that. He was like, man, this ain't like a Rotel Dip situation. But I asked you about it like days before. He's like, yeah, I know, but you know, they just want a Rotel Dip situation. All right, bet. Bro, I had literally been begging for Rotel Dip for about 12 months. A year. Just somebody make some Rotel Dip. So, I ain't tell you this. In that process, I decided to try to make my own Rotel Dip. So, I don't know if y'all ever melted Velveeta cheese before. But, like, that shit should come with instruction. Like, because you can't just get the block and sit it in the pan and think you're going to melt it. It don't work that way. It does not. You have to chop it up into, like, cubes for it to melt properly, right? So, yeah, I made Rotel Dip, but I didn't taste it. Because
It was botched.
Yeah, it was not it.
The bottom of it was plastic.
Yeah. Straight up. I did not know, bro. I didn't
Black
know.
plastic.
I didn't know, bro. So, finally Finally. For first off, with that being said, I don't like spaghetti. I think I told y'all this last week. I made spaghetti with deer sausage. Phenomenal. Ate way too much of it. Gained 5 pounds. So this weekend, we got deer hamburger meat, and I get rotel dip with baby shrimps in it and shit. I know you don't do shrimps. It would have killed you, but it was delicious. So I finally got my rotel dip. Happy about that. And I seen Nope. And I think, let's, before we go there, let's move the room a little bit, bro. How was your week, man?
It's cool. I ain't did much of nothing for real. Had some friends in town celebrating the forthcoming blessing. Had a baby shower. You know what I'm saying? So they came. It was funny. We was talking about the Airbnb. You know what I'm saying? Before we got in, because it was a whole ordeal trying to find an Airbnb for that.
Yeah.
And I get out there, bro. You know what I'm saying? First of all, I got out there late because,
car business.
That's what it is. I get out there late, and it's like the hills have eyes. And I was just like, what? What is going on? But, bro, it was really, really nice. It was super peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And just had a chance to kind of kick back, bro. I didn't do nothing Sunday but rest. I needed it. It was long overdue.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so did that Sunday. Well, you know what? I take that back. I did. I went to Mississippi Sunday for a little while. Go try some new. They got a brewery over there that's ain't been open that long.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I went to go try some new stuff.
I was in Mississippi Sunday.
And I hung out over there for a couple hours and I came on back.
I went to see Nope on Sunday. That's it.
I ain't seen a lot on Sunday. They ain't never good.
But nah, man, that was pretty much my whole week. Dream, what about you?
I ain't gonna do shit. I don't think before I lie.
He said, I don't think before I lie.
I know, I ain't like t-shirts like in a week at least. And Friday,
I do anything? I don't know. I'm trying to stay away from her. Then Saturday, I completed my mission. I got so drunk Saturday. I don't know when I made it home or how I got home or which door I came in. But I ain't never home. And Sunday, I could finally clean my car. But I ain't cleaned my car up since it been hit by a tree. It been feeling so neglected.
What you chewing on?
Clean my car, then Lana called me.
See how clear he sounds as soon as he stopped chewing one?
Yeah.
My voice changed when I'm not chewing. Lana called you with the weirdest request. Hey, what's up, Big Dream? What's up, bro? Hey, bring me the lighter fluid. What? Hey, and he obviously called other niggas with the same request because I pull up like 17 people with lighter fluid. Bitch, get my lighter fluid back. On the lighter though, man. So I'm gonna tell you some country shit, right? Can't make this up. So Lana keep a yard full of people, right?
Keep it y'all full of people. Russ
it's
said he
going
gonna
down.
start a hit house on Facebook, man. We're like, bro, you kind of already got one.
yeah, he already.
Music blast, scribble pole in the middle of the floor. He got it going on. People started pulling up and shit. Two things happened that were really funny. We were sitting outside, a couple young niggas come up, and a couple rappers, and and they were talking like, oh, yeah, man, when I got out of prison, so what? Yeah, I did a little time, man, but, it wasn't all that bad in prison like people make it. I met some cool niggas up there, man. Goldmouth, nigga named Rothschild, and Madison, and then Atlanta say, boy, that's Rothschild. He say,
Nigga, that is rock.
I'm like, yeah, that's me, bro. My name is second name on my head. I had no idea he talking to me. That's the first funny thing. Second funny thing was old Liner. He talking to him, how he bumping the gun. Yeah, man, and dump a whole plate of meat on the ground.
Oh,
Fresh off the grill.
shit.
Nobody said nothing. Cause nobody speak. Good shit. I mean, he had it just right, bro. Hey, man. I mean, you don't put that shit in the pan, let me go wash it. That's what you mean. Man, put that shit's fire out here. What is you saying? Put that shit in the pan, I'll be back. So I walk in the house. So the young dude walking behind, the girl walking in too. Hey, what you doing? No, I'm playing, nigga. I'm in the sink like I got dishes in that mother. Put it all back in there. I cleaned it so good now that the water's coming clear. when you run water in the pan. I tell you, I said, now you gotta re-season now. There ain't no season. I want to season off this motherfucker. Hey, but it's juicy. Bro, you don't throw away a whole pan.
No, you can't do that. That's some.
Now you don't take it off the ground and put it back on the grill or put it back in the pan. Right. But if you wash it like you did when you bought it, it's back clean again. From that,
now you just gotta recook it.
Yeah, you most definitely gotta put it back on the grill. I just dumped the whole thing back on the grill.
Bro, they don't know. So in Mobile, they still kind of city. They call Mobile people country, but y'all city to us. Y'all super city.
On the thing, cuz.
Like, bro, we still country, bro. Bro, it ain't nothing to us to catch a rabbit by the foot and eat them. You hear me?
We ain't throwing a whole pan though. Not a piece. Yeah. You look at me feeling sad.
We'll see how this work out, buddy.
They ate it too then.
Yeah. And look, everybody felt the way I felt. You don't really feel the same way. I mean, like I say, if you wash it right, nothing happens to that meat.
Bro, y'all eat chitlins, bro. I mean,
no, I don't eat no chitlins.
No, not you, but a lot of
you ever eat chitlin?
I used to until I cleaned them.
You eat chitlin?
I hadn't had any since my mom passed. Well, I had them once from a restaurant, and it wasn't my mama's, so I ain't had them since.
So first off, I don't eat pork, but like I don't eat chitlins, bro, and I could never because I've seen them be clean too much because my folks would cook them and clean them and cook them.
It didn't bother me watching people clean them. The smell didn't bother me. I ate them still. But one day my aunt asked me to help her because she was behind.
Clean them.
And I put my hand in there.
And it was over.
I ain't put it in my mouth.
You eat hog maw?
I don't think so.
You eat hog maw?
No.
Bro, so I always heard of hog maw. And like I know my folks eat it. They still to this day eat it. But like it never sounded like something I wanted to try. And then I seen it.
Ain't hog maw
for myself.
Ain't hog maw and Mount Oyster the same thing?
No. So I seen it. Hog maw is called. I mean, it's pork stomach.
Shit.
Rocky Mountain Oysters, beef balls.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, the other stuff we were talking about, that's the intestines.
Chitlins is intestine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So chitlins and hog maw are still different. It's intestine and stomach.
Okay, the other one, the stomach.
Bro, I looked at it. It looked so weird to me.
I don't think I ate that before. Now.
It looked so weird. And I was like, yeah, I wouldn't even try it.
You ever had chicken feet?
Yeah.
No, I'm out.
I had chicken feet before.
What do you do with it? Chew it?
I ain't never had chicken feet either because I said the exact same thing.
Kinda. Like, I mean, y'all had gizzards before though, right?
Yes.
What the? No, niggas kill yourself.
I mean, they chewy. Chicken feet chewy.
It's all different, bro.
It's chewy.
We know the gizzard is an organ. No, don't do that, man. Don't try to compare the two.
So, let me tell you, I don't like gizzards, bro.
I love gizzard. I can't eat liver.
See, I like liver.
Ugh. You are sick fuck.
I love liver.
I like chicken liver.
You
I don't
like
like
liver?
liver.
Yeah.
The
Beef.
texture is horrible.
So I've never had beef liver. I had chicken liver before. I like chicken liver.
If you like chicken liver, I think you'll like beef liver. So here's the thing. You say the texture's horrible?
Yes.
Okay. Story time. When my mom was pregnant with me, she had a craving for two things. She had liver, not together. She had liver and spinach. And then for dessert, she always wanted cheesecake. Mm-hmm. Bro, when I was born, I had so much iron in my system, my back and my butt was green. Oh, wow. Because of the amount of liver and spinach she ate.
Right.
Consequently, one of my favorite meals as a kid growing up was liver, spinach. She would always chop an egg in it, and mashed potatoes. And that's my thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when people they be like, "What's your favorite meal?" And I tell them, they be like, "Nigga, what?" But that's why, bro. Like that's something that just developed in the womb. You know what I'm saying? It never went away.
So that's my tomato thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people think I'm super weird for tomato, bro. I eat a tomato off the vine with dirt on it. Straight up, love them. Just red ring of death, meat to death.
I got you.
Love them, and that's the same thing with my mom. Tomatoes when she was pregnant.
So is that why I smoke crack?
That's why you smoke crack.
Dear mama.
But nah, bro. So like,
Mama gonna kill me for that.
She gonna definitely kill you for that.
Oh shit,
man. So like, yeah, I like liver, bro. I think liver got a weird texture. It kind of got a musky taste to it that I like.
Oh, he's
It's like a dry, musky taste. I'm a fan. I just like it.
I can understand, when you talk about textures. Like some people just don't like textures. But I mean, if beef liver cooked right, bro, it like melt in your mouth. It ain't
That's
exactly what I
liver
don't
do. All liver is like melt in your mouth type.
like
Man, it's another one that's weird that a lot of people don't eat, man, that I think is a lot of people are scared of turkey necks.
Well, if I got a favorite food, that's my favorite.
I don't eat turkey necks. Like I ain't just
because of the look.
Partially. I don't like to work for my food, bro.
That's always the best food, though.
In your opinion, and you welcome to that opinion.
That sounds offensive.
But like up until probably 6 or 7 years ago, I didn't really eat bone-in wings. Until probably like 6 or 7 years ago.
Just lazy as fuck.
Yeah, I was, nigga. I don't like the way from my.
You don't eat crawfish either?
I can't.
Allergic to seafood.
Oh, that's right.
I can't. Now, with that being said, before I was allergic to seafood, I'd probably eat 5 pounds of crawfish by myself.
But that's all work.
Yeah,
so you just got lazy. When you got a seafood allergy, laziness came with it.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna tell you, the funny thing about crawfish is delicious, but like it's more work for minimal reward.
Really?
Like it's a lot of work for crawfish. Now mind you, I didn't master it. Now it ain't much work for me, but
yeah,
I can run through 5 pounds.
So let me say this though. You want me to tell you probably one of the only food now. Now you eat turkey necks. You eat goat.
Yeah.
Dream.
Yes, I have ate goat, fresh goat.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so I was curious. That's one of the only. That's probably one of the only meats like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind working for, because I like goat, and I understand that when I get goat, it's gonna be bony. You know what I'm saying? I don't like bone. I don't like fish with bones in it.
So like the best fish in the world, in my opinion, to this day is the worst. The rest of the world probably know them as crappie, but we know them as brim.
Okay.
Brim.
Only brim.
Brim is the best fish in the world.
They little bony fuckers.
But let me tell you something. One wrong move, and you regret eating all of it.
And see, that's why.
Now, when it comes to fish, I'm the lazy person.
Yeah, like it's the same, but it's the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I bite into a piece of fish, but I got to pull half of it out because most of it's bones and it's coming.
Well, so brim ain't like that. You ain't got to pull most of it out. It's just the bones are so fine that you can't. You don't tell you got bones in your mouth until it turns sideways in your throat.
But see, but that's the reason I don't eat fish with bones, because that happened to me as a kid.
Oh yeah.
And when stuff like that happened.
Do you know what brims are?
No.
This is a big brim.
Yeah, that's a big one.
This right here is the prize fish.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm fucking out.
Bruh, let me tell you something about that brim right there, though. Bruh, that meat is suckling. It got a natural sweet taste to it. Mm-hmm. It's flaky. It is suckling, bro. Bruh. So so that's the prize fish. So most of them ain't gonna be like that, bro. Most of them gonna be sandwich fish, right? Little bit of brim.
You need 4 of them to make a sandwich.
You just gonna get them and get the meat out for them. Try to get as many bones out of them as you can. Put you some hot sauce and ketchup together, mix it up, and you eat it like how you eat cornbread and collard greens. You just man, it's different.
I ain't know that. I'm out.
Oh, a bluegill.
Different.
What's a bluegill?
It's the equivalent of a...
Commonly referred to as brim or bream, the bluegill is the most common of all sunfishes, a member of the sunfish or panfish family.
Yeah.
I know
which also includes the crappie and the largemouth bass.
Yeah. Amazing eating, bro. What I was trying to think of earlier is that y'all had beef tongue before?
Hell no.
Beef tongue.
You've ate that before? You'll just put anything in your mouth.
Really, bro? Why you had to say it like that, bro? You made me sound so
Have you ever
disgusting.
seen them at the store?
So
Yes.
You cooked them all?
No, I've never cooked one, but I've had it before. So I'm gonna tell you the experience. I want to hear what he got to say.
I want to say yes at the Vietnamese place that I used to go to.
Probably. You have them at Mexican places and Vietnamese places often. If you order street tacos,
wait, you know what?
You will have.
Yes,
beef
I have
tongue.
lingua.
Yeah,
I've had it in
There you go.
I've had it in the street taco.
Yeah, lingua
Yes.
is beef tongue.
Pretty fucking good.
Yeah, so beef tongue is the equivalent of a brisket, but like times 20 tender.
Yeah, it's super tender.
It's like times 20 tender. Now, mind you, am I a fan of beef tongue? Not so much. It's a little bit too tender for me.
Bro, it's literally a cartoon.
Yeah. It don't look like it when you see it in the pot, though.
It most definitely look like it when you buy it out of Sam's.
Well, you shouldn't be buying it. You should just be buying. You shouldn't be buying it from Sam. You should be buying it from the Mexican restaurant.
Right.
Like black people don't know how to cook beef tongue. You gotta buy that from people that know how to cook it.
I guess the craziest thing I've ate that's of black culture, I'm gonna go back now. Y'all niggas probably be older to remember this. It's called trike.
Yeah, I know what tripe, but that's a contest.
Yes. Have you ever ate? You don't know what trike is, though.
I don't want.
I
tripe.
do.
It's like
Because you can get it in pho, but I don't eat it.
Yeah, I don't want to eat.
You
tripe.
get it in pho?
Yeah.
That just cook anything there too. So I seen a whole like documentary on some pho not long ago, watching street foods. It's New Orleans styles though. It's like pho, but it's New Orleans.
Oh, that's probably good because
yakimean.
it's spicy.
Yakimean.
Yakimean.
Nope, it's what it's called.
I've had yakimean before.
I've never heard of. Ain't it kind of the same?
I thought
It's
it was
like it's more of like a ramen.
I was
dish.
just saying I thought it was more like ramen.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah, I
But
thought it was
they
more like
mix
ramen.
it. They the way they put the this and that, and then they pour the hot water in last and stuff like that. It's a lady there called the Yakimean lady.
You know
I am
ramen.
dying to have some.
You know ramen is the same way when you get it for real, right?
What you mean?
Have you ever had real ramen?
I mean, bro,
Yeah.
if I ain't get it from Walmart, am I?
No,
So real
you
ramen.
need real ramen.
comes
Real
the same
ramen
way.
is similar to that.
Yeah. Real, and I love real ramen. Like if I go to a Chinese restaurant or a Japanese restaurant, it's probably an 80% chance I'm ordering ramen.
Bruh, the Game Over
I
place
love
that was
talk about
downtown.
Buck, though.
Yeah.
That
Game
joint
Over
done
place,
had
bruh. They used to have. I forgot what they called it, but they used to serve a ramen. Whatever, bruh. We used to go down there on the weekend just for that. We go get ramen and a beer and play video games, bro. It was super nice.
Yeah, bro. Go and if you ever find yourself in Deborahville. If you ever find yourself Deborahville. If you ever find yourself in Deborahville, they got a place called Samurai. They got a fire ramen. They got super fire ramen. So.
Explain that to me when you say a ramen.
So you had ramen noodles before, right?
Yes.
All right. So imagine not being like freeze dried, hard pressed ramen noodles and like fresh ramen noodles, and they give it to you in a bowl. It got
Broth, normally like a little seaweed. They put fish cakes in it.
yeah, they put egg in it.
Yeah, it's
They
got like
put,
egg and
beef.
What
shrimp.
does that mean?
Yakimean is close to it. Yakimean is just spicier. That's a ramen dish. That's a ramen bowl. Yeah.
And then they pour hot water on it.
well, no, it's got
It's got a broth.
Okay.
It'd be like beef broth, pork broth. It depends on what kind of broth you get.
Yeah.
They got that in Mobile?
Yeah, you can get that at Happy Sushi, but I wouldn't recommend it. But you can get it.
Now the Wild Hibachi that's attached to the Wild Wing by my house.
Yeah.
Everything they make is legit. They got a Korean side. I get my poke bowls and bibimbap from there. It is fantastic. I done had their ramen before too. Their ramen is slamming.
Yeah. You got
So I try that.
You got Kai.
try red ramen.
You know what I'm saying? You got Kai. It's a couple of
Kai,
places.
so that's what I would recommend. Go to Kai.
So I see, like me, I try anything
Kai is right.
with the open mind.
Yeah, Kai.
Kind of chill.
Yeah, so from your house, where you know where the church is at, and that shopping center.
Yeah,
right
yeah, I
behind
know
it,
exactly what you're talking
it's a place called
Yeah.
I
Kai.
know exactly what you're
They
talking
got ramen, bro, and it's fire. It's
about. I know
good.
exactly what you're talking about. I've never thought to go there though. I'm going Wednesday.
Yeah, it's good.
Thursday.
should.
And bro,
Because I
so,
try anything with an open mind.
so the thing is, what you don't know about ramen is really filling. It is extremely filling. Like, so a ramen noodle pack, you eat one of them, you can eat two of them, right?
Yep.
A bowl of ramen is like,
That's a whole meal, bro.
bro, you eat a whole bowl of ramen, bro, you're gonna be full for the rest of the day. And like, you probably talking 800 calories, maybe. It's super light on you.
Oh, I like that even better.
Yeah, it's super light on you, bro.
I want to do turkey next.
I'm doing turkey necks tomorrow.
I gotta work tomorrow, so I'm doing, and then I don't eat nothing to work.
Are you gonna come on my grass Thursday?
Feet hurt.
Bro, it rained so hard these last couple of days, bro. My grass already 3 feet tall.
It's been raining too. I mean, like bad thunderstorm every day.
Every
We over
single
here drowning in California, about to set itself on fire.
Not anymore, bro. Vegas flooded.
Yeah.
Like last week. Bro, there's videos online right now, casinos. They weren't prepared for that kind of
What
rain.
Mississippi?
No. In Vegas. That is raining like like inside the casinos because they weren't prepared.
Bro, they just talking about Hoover Dam running out of water.
Bruh, Vegas is just flooded last week, bro.
Looking out.
Straight up, dog. Kentucky is destroyed.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's still here. But yeah, they were just talking about they don't know what they're gonna do about keeping Hoover Dam up because it was generating electricity, but they ain't have enough water to keep running. That's crazy.
Bro, I'm watching trending topics on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
And Meta handed Nebraska cops a teen's DM so they could prosecute her for having an abortion.
Oh yeah, I seen that.
That's crazy.
Bro, that's Vegas. This is Vegas, bro.
They better be trying to say that one.
They better be trying to save it, bro.
No, bro. It's biblical proportion of what's going on that area right now.
Bro, look at this water in Vegas, bro.
That's crazy.
I don't even know how they get rain in Vegas, bro. They so far from the ocean.
Well, the ocean don't make rain.
The rain got to come from somewhere.
Come out the sky, not the ocean, crazy.
How did the water get in the sky, Dream?
From the heat and the cold mixing.
That ain't how water's made. Water's, bro. You know the cycle of rain, right?
Please explain.
Is water,
Yes.
evaporation,
Yes.
precipitation.
Facts.
So where's they getting this evaporation
Clouds
from?
have to draw water from a source of water in order
You
to
may
rain.
have a point, but they got an ocean right there in California at home.
Bruh, so how far Vegas it is from the shore in Cali? It gotta be a ways, bruh.
Hoover Dam now.
And that's what happened. All the Hoover Dam water evaporated and flooded Vegas.
Oh,
I'm
Lord.
pretty sure it's more than rain than that, bro. I'm about to research it tomorrow. It gotta be more than rain than that, because, bro, all the rain dropped out here, the Gulf will be empty. That wouldn't even be an ocean. That wouldn't even be a Gulf no more. That'd be a place
They got
to drive
rivers,
on.
though.
I mean, they do got rivers, bro. But did you hear what you
They said that river
He
is
said
drying
as
up,
much rain that happened here, the Gulf will be empty, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, you know how much water in the Gulf, dog?
Yeah. Walk outside tomorrow.
It's all in your front yard. Every bit of it.
Shit. I'm sick and tired of it. I'm sick and tired. Man.
I can't argue with you when you're right, bro. It be wet outside, dog.
Wait.
Bro, I be at work, so I work in front of a window, right? You know, I work from home.
Right.
I be at work, I be doing something down here, gloom. Like, we might get a little storm. The next thing you know, I hear sound like somebody turned every faucet on in my house.
Right.
And I turn the little thing, I'm like, man, it's raining out there.
Now my trees got umbrellas. They tired of this shit.
Oh, Lord.
It's rough out there, bro.
What'd you think about Nope?
I was just finna transition this into Note, man. So I seen Note finally. I know y'all seen it on release date. So I watched Note. I enjoyed Note.
God damn.
But no, Dream, I'm finna make you okay. I'm finna make you okay. I enjoyed it, bro, because I went into it. I heard so much about it going into it. Like if I would have seen it when you seen it, Dream, I'd probably been disappointed. But I knew to go into it open minded, so I watched it open minded. Do I know what happened in Nope? Nope. No idea what happened. I've watched like 10 videos on YouTube trying to break down some.
That's
stuff
what
that
I
happened in
did.
Nope.
I did the same thing.
And like it's a lot of stuff that happened in Nope. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense, and I connected all the dots. But does it mean anything? Nope. I was like, man, and then I found out about the lady that got beat up by the chimp in real life.
Yep.
That went on an Oprah show with the same veil that they had on in the movie, and I was like, oh, that was like that was like what's the word? Unsensitive. That was insensitive as bruh. That was so insensitive, bruh. The goat, bruh, why would you do that? It's a real life lady that got her face destroyed this way. And
no,
then
not destroyed. Ate off.
yeah.
Her nose off, her eyelids, her ears, her chin, lips, all that shit. He ate it off.
Bruh. I was like, why would y'all do that? I was like, that was super insensitive. So overall, very much so enjoyed the movie. I think the acting was phenomenal. I think everything about the movie was great. Do I think it had a point? Nope. I mean, I got points, bro, but I don't think it had an overall point. Is what I'm getting at. Like it did make a whole bunch of valid points, but like an overall point,
like it wasn't one central message.
Get Out had a message.
Yeah.
Us had a message. Nope had like a bunch of anthologies in it, and it was very entertaining.
But the only thing I found entertaining when he punched the kid in the face. That shit was hilarious to me. It woke me back up for about 10 minutes.
Where I enjoyed I enjoyed them breaking down how everything happened. I enjoyed the director who was only looking at like predatory attacks, and they were like, "This is the way I catch stuff regardless." I enjoyed the fact that he only looked at predatory attacks. Then he went there, and then he went on the hunt. Like how he said, I got all that. All that made sense to me. I really enjoyed the fact that they didn't say it was an alien spaceship, but it was an alien animal. That meant a lot to me. I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense.
That made none to me. I didn't get that.
I got it. It made perfect sense, bro. Because like our whole life we talk about UFOs and extraterrestrials, and spoiler alert, people, just in case I didn't realize yet. We always talk about extraterrestrials, UFOs, so unidentified flying saucers, crafts, all that stuff, and we always think about it as a ship that somebody's on. Right. But we never thought about it as like a whale.
Yeah.
From outer space, who's a predator that's just eating. And they reiterated that like 15 times in the movie by showing like people getting sucked into it. It looked like a throat. Mm-hmm. And then it spit out the stuff that wasn't good to it. Mm-hmm. It made it a predator. Mm-hmm. I didn't understand the whole balloon looking animation at the end when it transformed. I didn't.
It messed me all up too.
So in just as far as the culture, there are animals that have the ability to convert themselves in order to either attract mates or to scare predators away. Right. So that's the only thing that came to mind. It's almost like a warning. You know what I'm saying? Type deal or whatever. It's no different from a rattlesnake rattling its tail, or you know what I'm saying? Peacock spreading his wings. Yeah. I think it's roosters who like they can blow up. Yeah. You know, so it's little stuff like that. Because we know we know that it's not a ship.
Right.
We know it's something that is literally living. And so that's what I took that as. Mm-hmm. But even don't get me wrong, I was like, yeah, it's fuck you doing. but I was like, maybe it's supposed to be like trying to threaten or like advance, or what is it doing? It is, so it was.
So I really enjoyed it because it was thought provoking, right? So I got a movie to compare it to.
Okay.
The Happening was really hated when it came out.
What was it?
The Happening. Mark Wahlberg, M. Night Shyamalan movie. Yeah. It was really hated when it came out.
Refresh my memory on that.
The Happening is when the Earth plants start killing people. Like people was just falling off roofs, laying in front of lawnmowers and stuff, getting ran over. And then it ended. Just stopped.
Plants?
Yeah. From the Earth itself.
Commit suicide.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, so people hated that movie. But like if you rewatch that movie now and like think about it from a broader perspective, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. And I went into Nope thinking about it like I rewatched Happening.
Okay.
So I enjoyed the movie thoroughly because I knew it was a deeper thought process at play. Mm-hmm. But as a movie as a plug and play movie, it is not.
Oh no,
it is not a plug and play movie.
Well, I didn't go into it with none of that. I went into it in my mindset. This dude had made banger after banger after banger. This is gonna be a banger. I don't want to know no back story behind it. I ain't got to see the previews, bro. Banger after banger. I'm totally disappointed.
Yeah, and I can see that.
I went in with an open mind too, and maybe that's why I wasn't disappointed.
No more open than that.
No. So you went into open mind thinking that was going to be like a banger like the rest. Like
Yeah, I don't
like
go in
a
with
linear
any expectations.
He went in with a linear storyline.
Yeah.
And it was not a linear storyline. Yeah. So with that being said, yeah, I get it. But I do think everybody that has any kind of mind should watch it at least once. And he kind of made it that way so you can kind of develop your own thought process and what happened in it to like tell your own story as you watch the story. You know what I mean? So I kind of like that too. So I enjoyed it.
I think Michael Paul Production lost some stocks.
So since we on movies and TV, I'm gonna go into Sandman real quick because nobody in here has watched Sandman because they gonna go on Woodstock right after this. But Sandman is a DC comic movie. I mean, it's a TV show. It is wrote by Neil something. I can't think of his last name. Apologize for that. But it's about the Sandman, aka Dream. He goes by Dream. His real name is Morpheus. Dream is an endless. It's 7 endless.
I like this movie. He
got 7 brothers. It's a TV show. He got 7 brothers and sisters. It's dream, death, despair, desire, destruction, and delirium.
Okay.
And bro, when I tell you that it's stuff that happened in the first episode that don't make sense to the 8th episode. Like, bro, everything is connected, bro. It's one of the most well thought out stories put together, and it's a comic movie, right? It's still a comic movie. Bro, it's so interesting and so thought provoking, bro. I recommend everybody watch it, but you gotta watch it.
Yeah,
it ain't one that you can turn on and like do other stuff. Like, this is a watch thing.
They hour-long episode.
For the most part, 45 to an hour. Okay. They ain't super long. They ain't Stranger Things season 4.
Okay,
but they're long. They're full length episodes. Man,
okay,
so good, dude. So good. So a lot of people don't know the show Lucifer. Is a DC comic.
Yeah,
it's a spinoff of that. Most people don't know that. I bet he didn't know that.
Yes, because actually, Luke Cage and the little drunk chick is in the episode.
Luke Cage and Jennifer Jones.
Yep.
Okay. But they're Marvels.
Play me.
No, well you're wrong because they're Marvel and that's not. They wasn't in the episode. They was just cameos in the episode as different people because they wasn't.
No, they weren't. They was Luke Cage and them.
No, they weren't.
Yes, they was.
Not in Lucifer.
Yes, they was.
Lucifer's DC.
Oh no, Lucifer was in one of the. No, yeah, they was in. Yeah, you must ain't watch all Lucifer.
I did.
They are in his movie.
Yeah, probably as other people.
No, they was who they was in real life on the TV show.
Bro, it's a different world, bro. It's
$1. I'm betting.
Bet.
Shit, you tripping. Luke Cage, no, not his character. They was Luke Cage and the drunk chick.
So you know who's in Lucifer? Corinthian is in Lucifer. The Corinthian. Lucifer Morningstar is in Lucifer, of course. Constantine is in Lucifer. And all these are DC characters. And Sandman, Morningstar, Lucifer Morningstar is played by Gwendolyn, the lady that played in Game of Thrones. She kills it too.
Okay.
Bruh, show is phenomenal. 10 out of 10, recommend for sure, but you gotta pay attention to it. But y'all tell me about Woodstock, because I didn't think nobody was gonna watch Woodstock, and apparently everybody watched it but me.
That shit was crazy. Like, I remember watching the Firefest docs and just being like, man, they sold y'all a dream. You know what I'm saying? I didn't have that vibe with Woodstock. I think about Woodstock and I think about peace, love, hippie, happiness. You know what I'm saying? That type of vibe. So when I remember them having a Woodstock in '99, but watching how it went down, you know, you could, and they talked about this in the documentary. It wasn't about the whole peace, love, and happiness deal for them. It was money. It was about money. So, and it was about money because in '96 they had tried to do it and it wasn't successful. Like it got rained out on. So in '99 they do it again. Yeah, they lost a lot of money. So 3 years later they decided to try it again. 30 years after the original, so on and so forth. And they cut so many corners that everything was a disaster after day one.
Day 2.5.
Nah, it started to get bad on it.
It was mid second day.
Yeah.
Remember, they made it to the first half of that day.
So
and then it got bad.
The one thing I know about Woodstock 99 is that they compared Astro World to Woodstock 99 last year.
No.
Hell
you
no.
fans we said that? No.
It was worse.
Bruh, they had 250,000 people.
First off.
250,000 people.
Plus.
On a decommissioned, was it an Air Force base? It was a decommissioned Air Force base. Yeah.
Just a military base.
You know, so like people bought like these tickets and they thought they was finna be in like a large ass field.
But they did have the
grass and
field
stuff.
section off. But they had it over the base where they had different sections for different things too.
Right.
So you didn't have to, like, after one thing stopped, you go to the next and then the next and then, bro, it was like crazy.
They turned the airplane hangar and they had basically had a rave every night.
Yeah.
So they had concerts from like 11 o'clock in the morning to like after midnight.
That's when the rave started.
They start the rave and then they rave all night.
To like 4, 5 in the morning.
Bruh. It
They
was.
start over in like 4 hours. For 3 days.
It was.
God.
You remember, damn it, Amanda, what's her name? She used to, the black girl used to be on MTV.
I had no idea she would
was-
have been there. She's absolutely
She
beautiful.
was like the host
Yeah.
for a bunch of stuff, bruh. She was in the Bahamas, and they called her to come do Woodstock. She was like, I'm in the Bahamas. Well, I want to come to New York. And it was like, it's Woodstock, you know. So they had everybody from MTV loaded in to cover this. Like all the major rock bands. They really talk about none of the black people, which I'm going to be so honest with you, I kind of appreciate.
Yeah, because you saved us.
They showed Wycliffe. That was about the only black person besides James Brown that I can remember them showing.
Yeah, James Brown said, I
Okay.
ain't coming up to you.
They showed like all the rock people though. They showed Kid Rock. They showed the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Fleet ass naked on stage.
the whole show.
The whole show.
He did the whole show butt naked.
Limp Bizkit damn near inciting the ride. Well,
They
incited
did
the ride. Like,
they
bro,
the one,
it was.
They the one turned it up.
They talked about how, which I didn't know this, but you know, like it was some teenage girls like as young as 14
Yeah.
at this festival, bro.
Probably younger.
They couldn't bring none of their stuff in. Then they sold the like the food rights and stuff to Coca-Cola, so they was charging like $4 for a bottle of water,
Which ended up $10. By
or
the
$12,
last day,
something like that. Yeah,
by the last day, with the shortage, it was $10-$12 for a bottle of water.
because everybody had ran out of stuff.
In 99, bruh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Porta
He even said
potties
he
had
even said he said a
overflow.
bottle of water was like 69 cents,
Yeah.
and they was charging $4 for them on day one.
The porta potties had overflow, and
After
now
they
they were
went.
doing mudslides and shit.
Yes,
Bruh, I can't make
they
this
had
up, bruh.
they had broke like busted the pipes trying to get like water because the shower lines were so long. They had busted the pipes just to get water out so they could like rinse off and stuff. But the pipes was right by the overflowing porta potties. So now they done made a mudslide, basically like a mud pit out of shit.
No plan.
In water.
Like so many folks left there with infections
Yeah.
from the shit water and infected water, bro. Like so many people left there messed up. It was horrible, bro.
It was horrible, man.
it was horrible. Like a lot of folks left that Sunday morning. They didn't make that last
It was
show.
like, fuck it.
Between
was
dehydration, hunger, and sunburn, and diseases, and rapes.
I was just finna say, folks was like
It was rapes
naked,
after rapes.
and it was just a bunch of
A lot of rapes.
Let's stop saying the R word.
Oh yeah, grapes. A lot of grapes.
But it was just
And I don't mean freaknik.
the whole
grapes.
Yeah, like the whole. Cause they said at the rave, he was like at the rave, at one of the raves, the DJ looked to the right. He was like, and on the wall, all you seen was a bunch of naked bodies with their hands up against the wall, and then another row of folks behind them.
Yeah.
In the middle of the rave, bro.
Yeah, they
They had
had
an
Soul
airplane
trains.
and they was just talking about the drugs, and it was wild to watch, bro.
Did you hear that though? They had a Soul trains. They had a row of people in lines like they were getting into the club. Running trains. It was insane the stuff that happened though. He said they was passing out drugs like you would expect them to be passing out water. Not the people who owned doing the event now, but people that was there. Like, want a water? Here goes some ecstasy. Want a water? Here goes some cocaine.
Shrooms.
Yeah, a lot of
acid.
Shrooms. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this, bro, because it sounds super wild, bro. And I like to see white people.
Yeah.
Oh, they did that.
They most definitely
I like to
was
see
the...
white people, bro.
So they was showing backstories of 69, bro. Love and peace. They had kids, like babies at 69.
Yeah.
Babies.
Free food.
Yeah, that's how smooth and loving. And the weed was the drug of choice, if anything. But it was more of a spiritual retreat with the weed when they smoked it. Not this one. They burnt this motherfucker down.
Damn.
No,
bruh.
literally.
Like
they burnt the whole base down.
Let me tell you something. When I know you're gonna watch it, but when they opened the doc, they said a line. I was like, oh, that ain't okay. But then I started watching the documentary, and I was like, man, they left it looking like Warzone. One of the commentators, like that's filming or whatever, he goes, jeez, are we in Bosnia? And I was just like, oh, bro, that's kind of harsh. It ain't that bad. Then I got to the end of the documentary, I was like, oh, it's that bad.
Like this bad wind came through, this western wind with the dust and stuff. It blew probably a ton of trash. I ain't exaggerating with the weight. At least a ton of trash just flying in the air. You had to see it to even believe it. But at the very end of the event, this dude who's supposed to be somewhat a genius, who put it together, thought it was a good idea to have all these high, crazy young people that's pissed off already, gave everybody candles. It was still about 120,000 people there.
Bruh. Yeah. wait, I don't even want to tell them that part.
Okay.
I don't want to tell them that part.
I want to know.
Okay. All right. So, spoiler alert. Sorry. Y'all should have watched it by now. I tried to watch it with some of y'all. It's all right.
It ain't a movie that gonna shock you. So,
no.
You know, it is what it is.
Bruh. Okay, so listen. So at the end of the thing, because of all the chaos and stuff that can kind of happen, this is when the gun violence was starting to ramp up in New York. And so they wanted to show all these young people at Woodstock with these candles, like a candlelight vigil at the end. You know, where Red Hot Chili Peppers playing one of their slower songs as like a message. No. As a message, you know, to the community, like basically, you know, hey, stop the violence. You know what I'm saying? See, we all here for peace and love and XYZ. Right. Keep in mind that this is after 2 days of immense heat, price gouging for food, price gouging for water. You know what I'm saying? Can't use the bathroom because they shitty. They living in filth and trash and people drinking contaminated water and all this kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Literally. Just living in this. They partying, stinking to high hell, whatever the case may be. And for the longest time, they had been promoting basically that there was going to be this grand surprise at the end of Woodstock 99. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers go off stage because somebody decided that after they was doing that with the candles, they was going to start a fire in the back. So they started a fire, like a bonfire. Yeah. They had took the boards and shit from the walls, had to pile them up, because they had to build a wall around the city, basically.
Right.
And they started a bonfire. They stopped the concert because of the fire. They tell Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know, that's the end, like, we're going to go. It's like, we got to bring a fire truck in, da-da-da-da-da. The fire truck, the fire say, we ain't coming. We ain't going in there.
They said they was afraid. Fire department for this.
They said they was afraid.
Said, yeah, I'm out. Shit, I'm not
They
going
say
in there.
I ain't going in there.
Yeah. Let them motherfucker burn.
You know what I'm saying? Bro. So the Red Hot Chili Peppers came back out and did a tribute to Jimi Hendrix. And they did Let It Burn.
Let it burn.
And then they just went off stage, right? So now they expected for this big surprise. You know what I'm saying? And they came on and said, thank everybody for coming out to Start 99. We appreciate everybody for coming out. We hope you had a good time. Get home safely. What?
But before that, though, to tell you that the shit had went south,
Bro.
I think it was an ambulance. They had stole a goddamn ambulance and drove it in the middle of the crowd, bro.
And yeah. Yeah, that happened. Somebody stole a van and drove
Was
it
it
to
just
a
a
raid.
van?
No. The ambulance too. The ambulance was at the concert.
Oh, yeah, that
The van was in the rain. No. So they like, what? Bruh. And then they decide to play a video of Jimi Hendrix
Yeah,
from the
with
original
video,
Woodstock
yeah.
69 as the people are leaving the grounds. Oh, they was mad. So now
They big man.
they say we in the top. They in the
Radio tower.
the radio tower. You know, just looking over. So first it was 1-5.
And they normally
it was
control
2.
the sound from there, too.
Then it was 3. Then it was 4. Then it was like 5.
Then it was
Then it's
California.
like 6. Now they done tore down the walls. Now they just burning shit up. Now they tearing up the stages. Nah, it look like California wildfires.
Bro, the big, like, towers, like, big towers.
Like the sound towers.
No, remember the other towers. They had the big light towers, though. They climbed and snatched them down. They was falling on people and stuff,
Yeah.
bro. I'm talking about 50, 60 feet in the air.
It looked like, you know, like you see them zombie movies
That's exactly what it looked like.
when they be crawling like over walls and chasing folks. That's what it looked like.
Like,
It was
World War Z.
wild. Yeah,
Where was he?
bro.
No, I ain't playing. Wait till you see it.
You got to watch it, bro. It is different.
The Peace Girl, before it even had got bad, when it just started to get bad. Remember the Peace Girl they brought up?
Yep.
And they was like, yeah, we get her out of here.
Oh, Jewel. Jewel came out and did her set.
She didn't even get to finish.
She didn't even finish her set. Like, they started throwing bottles and shit on stage. She was like, she finished her song. She just took her guitar off, sat it down. She walked off stage. They took her ass directly to her bus, and she say, we got out of there. We spent the night at the airport until our plane was ready the next day.
They rushed out like you would rush the president out.
Yes.
After a threat.
Yes.
Real crazy cool.
I was like, what?
It's bad, bro.
That shit. But now imagine this though. Now take it the other look at it, right? Bro, imagine being a
Team there.
imagine being like our age, bro. You ain't gotta be a teen.
Facts.
And hearing like this super fire festival, right? They finna have blues, Woodstock, in New Orleans at this huge abandoned Air Force base, and it's just gonna be so magic. And all the people from the South go there for this amazing concert, and that shit happens. So I'm smart enough to know day one, I get there and look around and be like, monkeypox is for real.
This 99, then before monkeypox, then before COVID. Because I'm going to tell you the back end of this story, because I would have went to that 99 if it was a black thing. I'd have stayed all 3 days if it was a black thing. Regardless of all the circumstances that I'm in. Because everybody that made it through it that didn't die,
Said they would do it again.
for the people who had the show, it was a clusterfuck.
Yeah.
For the mayor that was there,
Yeah.
clusterfuck. For the city, clusterfuck. For that base, clusterfuck. For them kids that tore it up, it was the greatest night of their fucking life.
It was Project X.
Yes. Bro, they asked the girl, one of the ladies that they interviewed for this, they got to interview her because she's like, you got to think, this is before cell phones. This is not before cell phones,
Yeah.
I should say, but this is before the internet. This is before
Before-
Facebook and
before
social media and all
social
this kind of
media,
stuff. So they was asking, she was like, what'd you see? She was like, oh, it was just fires over there and people were passed out and dehydration and and the guy goes, so despite the circumstances, if it happened all over, would you do it? She goes, oh, absolutely. It was the best time of my life.
You can't redo that.
Right.
Who would pay money to redo that? No one. No one on earth would say, hey, let's go lose money and fuck up a whole military base again. And people get, man, it was horrible. You can't, certain stuff that you actually got to live that one time because it can never happen again. You know what I'm saying? And they got to experience it. You know what I mean? Even though it was some rough circumstances. But for the rest of their life, they're going to tell the story of the 1899 train wreck. Woodstock. Now, 98 and 99 Freaknik, it was not nowhere near that bad, but it was a clusterfuck. The only reason why I didn't like it as much because I went to the originals. That was good.
Well, now that you say that, now that I really think about it, bro, I would say the 2006, 2007 MTV Spring Break, and it was bad.
Spring Break? Did I go to them?
They canceled. They haven't had
Spring Break. You talking about like down here?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
did.
I'm thinking about
They
Spring
haven't
Break.
had a BET Spring Break or MTV Spring Break since then.
Well, BET was called Spring Bling, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Spring Bling. Spring Bling.
See,
for
that's
BET.
why I went to Spring Bling.
But they did them both at the same time. Spring Bling and MTV Spring Break happened at the same time, and both of them started in Panama City and they ran all the way down to Miami.
yeah,
Just across every beach.
that's
all the
right.
way down.
Because I went to the Daytona Beach one.
So I was in the Panama City one at Club La Vida, which is MTV's club.
Yeah.
And I was there when they shut down Panama City. And the dude fell off the balcony and died.
But
I remember that.
I was there for that weekend where they shut down the whole city. When I say like they would not allow a car to move, if you didn't have a place to stay, you were staying on the beach or in somebody's room or in your room or in your car. Like they shut it down, they gridlocked it because it was crazy. But it didn't feel like what y'all described.
Yeah.
I mean, people was dying, right? Violence had went crazy. People was getting too drunk, kids was getting too drunk, falling off balconies. And
That's
stuff.
what it was, kids.
Yeah, it was all kids. It was all kids. But, because I was a kid at the time, bro. In 06, I was 18, 19. No, in 06, I was 17, 18. I think it was 07 year. I think it was the year after I came out of school that we went. I went a couple years straight, but, bro, it was wild. It was wild. I almost went to jail that weekend.
And see, that's the, like, you got to think, 98 and 99 was more my young crazy years, right? So go 7, 8, 9 years later, that's your young crazy year. I couldn't even fathom what would go on today.
Oh, my God.
You know what I'm saying? I think the closest thing to what Woodstock, what they wanted it to be, it's probably Burning Man.
Bro, I would go to Burning Man.
With proper preparation, I would too.
Yeah, with proper. Oh,
But ain't it always proper preparation at Burning Man?
oh, you gotta be
You
properly
gotta be.
prepared.
Yeah.
You will
Because-
die.
And it's a community.
You're in the desert.
You go to Burning Man. You need a camper.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need a camper, and you gotta go out there with like a week's supplies worth of water.
Yep.
You only bring the necessities. Phones don't work. None of that shit works.
They ain't even
so-
selling coffee this year. Normally they sell coffee.
Yeah.
They ain't even selling coffee this year.
Well, they was giving out coffee. You had to have a cup. They weren't selling shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They don't sell nothing at Burning Man.
Really?
Everything's free. So it's a community though. Only thing you gotta have for sure is a cup and probably a bicycle. You gotta have
Yeah,
a
you
bicycle
gotta have a
and cup.
bicycle.
But you go there, you're there for a week.
A week?
It's a week.
It's 1 week. I would love to do it.
It's like $600.
Yeah, I would love
But
to.
a week though, bro.
But well,
I drank too
it's
much to go
$600
anywhere for a
to
week.
10, but it's
Yeah.
But to
Yeah,
prepare
yeah.
for it, it's a couple thousand.
1,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you got to have water to last you the entire time. You got to have because you ain't showering and bathing and stuff because that ain't available.
You can if you got a camper though.
You ain't really spending your resources on that, bro. I promise. It's dry. Like most people out there ain't bathing because you can't spend that. You may get one in.
Yeah, I'm out.
You may get one in.
These nuts get musty.
Bro, by day 2,
Yeah, I'll make them run them in.
bro, by the day 2, the must you can't tell where it coming from. I would do it though, man. I probably would do Burning Man straight up. I probably would do Burning Man. Would you do Burning Man? I would 100% do Burning Man.
I'll try anything. That's the sad part. That is the sad part. I'm trying it. I mean, I gotta die one day, bruh. I don't want to die of regrets.
Yeah, bro.
Or should I say, I don't want to die of regrets.
You should regrets. You should 100% look up like what Burning Man is, bro. That it actually looks like. And bro, what's even crazy about it, bro? It be like super elite, mega rich people out there, but it's not set up that way. Like, bro, you may recognize somebody, but you're not gonna act like that because it's so community based. Like the food there is free. Everything's free. Everything is barter and trade. It ain't free. It's barter and trade. It's what do you have for this? Or what do you have for that? So, it's I would definitely experience it. But I gotta be rich though. I gotta be really rich. Like I gotta go on I gotta diet for a couple months before, get myself together, get in the gym for like 6 months, make sure I'm good. Then I gotta go out there with like a pallet of water.
Right. You have to be.
Yeah.
You get out there and you.
See, I'm gonna die.
And then they burn, bro. So you know, Burning Man is art installation, right?
I'm gonna die.
Did you know that? Burning Man is art installation.
I know they burned this big ass statue.
Well, they burn everything.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. So they build all these huge, beautiful art displays, and everybody like you go. You don't see them all the whole week because there's so many, and they constantly working on them. Right. And then the last day they burn it all, everything.
I didn't know. I thought it was just one big statue.
That's the focal point. The man in the middle is the focal
point.
point.
So it is one big statue.
Yeah, but they burn everything else too. Everything else die. You can't take it with you.
Facts. Too big.
It's too big. You burn it all. I would do it. I'm in. Sign me boy up.
It's alcohol though.
Oh man, I know like if I went to Birmingham, man, I probably wouldn't drink any alcohol.
No, hell no, you'd be dehydrated.
I probably wouldn't drink any alcohol.
Well, I can't go to Burning Man.
Now you do that sober though, bro.
Who?
You do that sober.
Bro, I don't do sober. You sound stupid.
I'm just saying, bro. I mean, you get out. Well, we'll see. You get your ass out there and see how you react to it.
No, look at me. Look me in my eyes and tell me a time I ain't drinking. Never.
I don't think it's ever a time, bro. I think you'll change your mind, though.
I was in the hospital taking insulin looking for a shot. You tripping. Oh, my God. It's never a time. That's never a bad time for alcohol.
Man, you know what's crazy? We had so many topics this week. So many topics. But we've talked, like, general topics.
How long we been on?
For the most part. What's that? We talked general topics for the most part, man. So I don't know if I want to tackle any of the heavy ones this week, bro, because a lot of them we can kind of carry over. Okay. Let's speedball it. Let's do some of the smaller ones. I'm with it. Everybody do a smaller one. Dream, what's one of your smaller topics you want to talk about?
I don't know if it's small. I don't know what's a small topic.
Oh, well, I'll start then, and then you can come behind. But, bro, do y'all ever been told that you're well smoking? Like, somebody ever been, like, surprised? Like, oh, my God, you're so well smoking.
Absolutely.
Bro, how does that make you feel?
Like I ain't good enough? Like I'm supposed to sound like I'm shucking and jiving because I'm black?
Okay. So, Dream, how does that make you feel?
Depends on who's saying it.
I've only been told I was well spoken by like
non-black people.
Yeah.
No, I've had black people tell me. Especially when I'm speaking, because I can go into some words that you got to Google. And I'm like, okay. What does that mean? Then I tell them, you're well spoken. You know, I've had that happen with black people. But when I do hear from the opposite, you know, I be behind my back shooting birds.
Bro, I had somebody tell me, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're so well spoken. I'm just blown away by how well spoken you is. And I was like, I know you think it's a compliment, but it's not. Like, it's bro, not. What do you, what
you
did
call him an educated monkey.
And what do you mean by that? What do you mean when you say that? You know what
it's
I mean?
It's like telling the black person that they talk white.
Yeah, like, bro, what do you mean?
What does that mean?
What do you mean I'm well spoken? Like, bro, and for our viewers out there, How do you feel when somebody says you're well spoken? Like that.
I'm educated. I can hold an intelligible conversation.
Right.
Like,
just want to make sure it wasn't just me.
nope.
What you got, my boy?
I just want to know what y'all having for dinner. Since, this whole father-son getting life plus. Yep, it's like in other news. I'm glad they threw the book at them.
They did. They needed to.
They needed to throw the book at them.
They needed to.
I feel like that's the quick topic for me just because I know it's something that we done covered before.
Yeah.
But I finally feel like that a lot of the cases that we've been screaming justice for, I feel like they finally starting to get a little bit of.
Mm-hmm. They did. So life sentence for both, right?
Life sentence for both. Like one of them got a life sentence plus 15, one got a life sentence plus 7, and then the other one got like 25 or 30, something like that. Yeah.
Life sentences.
For the most part, yeah.
Yeah, even 30 for him was a life sentence.
Yeah.
But he cooperated.
Right.
And he only did anything to hold the camera. But he cooperated. So that's why he got the 30 years, which is plenty for him. They already
Oh, bro. Let me back up just a little bit. I got a real quick story. You made me think about it when you was talking about the well-spoken thing. And then I saw Ani say something about she felt like Sophia on Color Purple talking to Miss Millie. Bruh, there was a firm, I don't know if they were in Alabama or Louisiana. I feel like they were somewhere in Alabama. They decided to throw a company party, a company costume party on a plantation. They had one black employee, bruh. He dressed up like a slave.
What?
He dressed up like a slave. And when I say he took pictures and everything he posted was so full of sarcasm, bruh, that it did it for me. Like, so much so that, like, people were like, why you dressed like that? He was like, we on a plantation. I wasn't free. Like, bruh, when I tell you, I mean, when I say he dressed like a slave, he dressed like every slave number 3 in every slave movie you'd ever watched. He looked like an extra from Django. I am not playing. I'm gonna find these.
Please find it and send that to me.
I have to, but bro, like so much so that when it like got back to HR, like the folks that planned the party got fired. The CEO like canceled the dinner, like all kinds of shit. It was wild. Like
I wonder.
They gave the black guy. They gave the black guy a promotion. They hired the 2 people that planned the event, and like it was all kinds.
I wonder in a situation like that, what was you thinking?
I don't know, bro. Like
at no point of you planning this could that have went over a whole crew of people well. I mean, I'm a thinker, bro. I think way more than I should at times, but at what point do you say, that's a good idea, we should do it? I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, that's what happens though. Like when you don't have diversity in your boardrooms, it's simple as that.
I guess.
Shit, I guess.
Oh, here you go.
That's so crazy that they did like a period theme party. Yeah, I probably would have been thinking this. I probably would have went.
I'm gonna just read this little part right quick. It says the black man was told to attend a corporate event in period appropriate clothing on a plantation in Alabama. He was the only black employee, and the folks showed up with ball gowns or as Confederate officers. Yes, really. So he showed up as a slave to show them just how disgusting papering over history is. Their faces were priceless. Because of what he did, the boss cancels the party. He went mega viral. The CEO and top officers ended up not showing up out of embarrassment. He educated millions about racism and corporate failures. He got a promotion and a raise. He and his wife are a bundle of happiness and glee right now. And the 2 people that planned it got fired. So, bruh, that's the first picture that they took as the corporate thing.
Oh my goodness.
And so there's another picture of the lady in the blue. Mm-hmm. I'm going to get up and show y'all this. But the lady in the blue, they got other pictures of him. He's like just looking up at it. She's like, why you dressed like that? Like, it's just, and he was like, well, this is what we wore back then.
Fire.
Matter of fact, you know what? Now that'd be kind of stupid. I'm going to post it on our Instagram and I should post it on our Facebook.
Bruh,
I'll show you the picture.
That's funny.
But yeah, I just.
I done did that all day long.
But when you said something about that earlier, it made me think about that. I had to tell y'all about that.
Because that's really the thought process, right?
Yeah.
Because you think like they think that we can't speak well. So when we speak well, oh, you're so well spoken. No, lady, I can just talk.
Right.
And you're a racist.
Pretty much.
That's just how I see it. I'm sorry. I know you're not intentionally racist. I think it's a different type of racist, right? I don't think you're like racist where you hate black people.
Like blatantly.
I think you're just like universally racist. Like you is that remote that you could use to buy the L5 and dime to control your TV when you broke yours.
That universal remote.
Yeah, that universal remote. Like you don't know that you're racist. You work with all the TVs, but you know you still favor.
Right. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna speak about mine, and I don't know if we're topping too big, but we're gonna make up this real fucked up. You probably should have stopped right there.
Well, I thought he was gonna go mystical for him, but I'm finna see where he going.
Yeah.
Okay, so trust me, we probably should have stopped.
Well, wait, let's stop then.
Nope, we gotta do it now. It's on me, baby. All right, we all gotta put a bet in. Okay, I'm gonna start with you.
You gotta tell me what I'm betting on.
You betting on how many years is Mystical gonna get on this next trial?
Oh, so it is mystical.
Yeah.
I got my bet already. It's locked in.
That's fucked up that you even playing this man's life like that. But go, but we gotta do it. How many
Life.
How many you think he gonna get?
Man, I think he should get. I
ain't say what you think he should. I said what you think he gonna get.
3 consecutive life sentences.
God, you can't get 3 for just one grape.
I mean, I don't think it's 3. I don't think it's just one. I think this one solidified like all the others.
Other two.
So they're gonna go back and be like, you know what? You did that shit. We gonna give you life for them too.
He been telling on himself for 15 years.
He
I don't
has.
know why y'all surprised.
And his rap, bro, you know what's even crazy? It's like he's trending on TikTok right now. Like, bro, half the videos on TikTok, it's like white men rapping mystical verses. And I'm like, y'all know this shit's bad right now, right?
Right.
Bro, this third one, man.
Bro, them in the prison for this already once.
So the first one that he told on himself, yeah, I did it. She should have paid my money. Okay, that's the first one. Second one, he ended up doing on like 6, 7, 8 months, but he got out for lack of evidence. This one, this nigga went crazy, man. From the rumors, you know, allegedly. I'm gonna throw that in. Allegedly. He went crazy, man. He was on meth and everything, bruh. Did y'all know Mental was a meth head?
No, I didn't know that.
Bro, he tripping.
Wait, what? Now he was on meth.
Yeah. Oh, you wait till this stuff unfold. Oh, so he ain't just got the grape charges. He got drug charges, too, to go with these.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and one of them is meth.
Jeez.
Yeah, he was high. Bro, he prayed for and rubbed down the green rubbing oil. Green rubber
The
alcohol.
wintergreen alcohol.
Yeah,
I like
to cast the demons out.
I like that alcohol.
He cast the demons out, and then later,
Oh.
after the demon came, this dude went crazy, bro.
Bro, he been crazy.
But this time, she followed protocol. That's why he did. She left there and went straight to the hospital and had a rape kit done.
Yeah.
And everything in the rape kit was consistent with her story. Every bruise. And when they raided his house, her hair that he snatched out from the root was still in there on the floor. Oh, he went smooth crazy, bro. Over $100 that he lost, that he thought she stole. Then he beat her up and made her cash app and $100 from her phone. She helped him look for the $100 just so she could try to get away. Then he took her phone and made her stay there.
Bro, that shit's
That's
sick,
the
bro.
prison. That's the because you know he got false imprisonment too. He took her phone, locked in the room so she couldn't leave, or call for help. And then what he did with the case happened after that.
Bro, that's sick, bro.
Bro, dude was tripping.
Bro, sick, bro. And the thing is, like, I got a joke to tell too, but I'm gonna be serious before I tell the joke so I can kind of clean it up. But like, bruh, middle school is rich enough to like he could have just buy hookers, bruh, and be done with it, right? But
Well,
why,
first off, he ain't that rich.
bruh, he got more money than average.
Average us.
And he mystical. So like
It ain't like he can't get
it.
money.
Yeah, like
He booked, bruh. He just did 40 shows.
shows, right?
At $2 a show.
Man, ain't no way, bruh.
I'm being funny.
Ain't no
I'm
way.
being funny.
But this is the
Bro, I don't think he be fighting on person over $100 then.
But this is no, but see, he's stupid. This is the joke though, because we gotta get off this, bro. It's such a sensitive topic. I don't like it.
Well, it ain't sense because we all feel the same way. We
Yeah.
on the woman's side.
But they was like, middle school, help the bell. Don't worry, bro. We helping that bell.
Yeah, the time.
Yeah, we helping the bell.
It was him in the woods.
We on the bell side this time, without question. We helping the bell.
You know, I felt sorry for him every other time.
I ain't never felt sorry for him. Not with the allegations, but like every other time, it was like
If they trying to set my ball up.
I ain't feel they set up, man, because like too many people solidifies it for me. But I was like, man, you know, maybe he needs some help, and maybe he was misunderstood. I don't know the kind of women he was dealing with, so forth, so on, right? Right. But nah, bro. Nah, I mean, bro, imagine how many people he affected that hadn't spoke out. Because if he's willing to do that to 1 or 3, he's done it to at least 30 more.
But that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, bro.
So no more mystical music, y'all.
That's just dead. If you ain't listen to Unpredictable or the other one, you would never get another song. He ain't gonna do no more with a Cupid. It's over. He done this time, bro.
Oh, it's done.
Yeah, he
and
done.
he need to be done.
Yeah,
He
he ain't
deserves
got
to
no
be
bun or nothing. He done. You know what I'm
He
saying?
deserves to
And like I said, with girl following protocol, there's no way he can beat the case. And his bond is like
He got a bun.
not, you know.
They didn't set a bun.
No, he ain't got a bun. Who we talking about earlier about a bun? Oh, the girl. My bad.
Oh,
That's a
they
different story.
Positive note, they did convict the killers of Brown and Taylor.
Did it?
Yes.
I did not know that.
Yep. It was a bad search warrant issued from the jump.
Now that I knew, but they had got away with it, from what I thought. That I knew.
Yeah. So they did convict them. Brown and Taylor's killers. That's good news. It's some silver linings out there right now.
I just don't know why people think that you could kill a person for no reason. Nothing happened because you are somebody. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all ever seen the movie Lincoln Lawyer?
Yes.
That's a series.
Yeah, I know they got a series now, right?
I seen both of them.
Oh, you seen the series? Right.
I hadn't seen the series, but I heard good things about
The
it.
series is good, bro. And like one of the main things they drive it home is like police being above the law kind of deal. Like corruption, police corruption. They driving it home.
Since we spitballing, there's a, I don't know exactly where it's at. It's like right below Birmingham or somewhere like that. A city disbanded its entire police force.
Yes, I did.
It's like
see
a
that.
little town. Well, so it sounds like a lot. It was 3 people, but it was
Right.
like the chief of police, like the sergeant, and then like 1 dep. But the chief of police and the sergeant had exchanged a racist joke, and it got brought out. So they put them on administrative leave while they were investigating, and then eventually it was just like, "Oh, y'all did this, deuces."
Deuces. No more police
And the
force.
one last guy that was remaining, he just resigned as soon as he found out. So yeah, they just got state police now.
Rightfully so.
There's no place.
That ain't
in the
nothing I
world-
thought I'd ever hear in Alabama though. I'm just being real, being from Alabama.
Well, that's the place I expect to hear from. But there's no place for people in higher authority to be racist.
Bruh.
It's just
Police
bad.
corruption is rampant, bruh.
Not just police, politicians. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you in the position where people are entrusting you with their livelihood, y'all come on. If you know you ain't right, go join the KKK, not the Republican Party.
Key. Not the KKK.
My bad. I
They
mean,
got the
I'm
key,
just
the
saying.
key.
If you know for sure that you Come on, y'all.
Bro,
do it the right way.
Let me
Don't be
ask,
no punk.
I mean, I think all this boiled into the same thing. So y'all know they raided Donald Trump house in Mar-a-Lago. Last night? Was it last night? The night before last.
Yeah, it's been the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
So they raided his house. And so, of course, immediately, like, all the statements out there is, oh, it's a witch hunt. They should defund. Bro, they talking about defund. First off, get this. Like, let me just get this understood, bro. I want everybody to hear this real clearly, right? So when Black Lives Matter movement was going on, they was like, defund the police.
Yes.
And everybody was like, man, y'all are insane. We can't defund the police. Y'all are crazy. And this is what was going on, right? The GOP was like, y'all are stupid. Fox News, Fox and Friends is like, defund the police is craziness.
Well, that's where the whole Back to Blue come from.
Yeah, it's craziness, right? And then, like, the FBI, one thing for sure we know about the FBI, they ain't doing nothing.
They don't poke and probe.
They ain't doing nothing without, for sure, like, certainty. Yeah. They ain't doing nothing without certainty. So they raided the former president Donald Trump's home in Mar-a-Lago, and defund the FBI was trending on Twitter. And I was like, well, ain't this the pot calling the kettle black? Defund the FBI? For real? So then they say, ain't much news out there why they did it. It's very scarce of why they did it. Only thing they said is presidential documents was taken to this home.
Yeah, it said that they focused on material, including many pages of classified documents that Trump allegedly brought with him when he left the White House. All presidential records are owned by the public and should be automatically transferred into the custody of the National Archives as soon as the president leaves office, per the Presidential Records Act of 1978.
So presidential records is if you're talking about like a top secret TS clearance, like the only thing that's probably above that is a presidential document. Like, this is something that only presidents get to know about.
Yeah.
Bruh had that shit in his house.
And it stays at the White House.
Bruh had this shit in his house.
You basically sign this super NDA when you leave the presidency. Mm-hmm. You know that?
Yeah.
It ain't an NDA, you know what I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you get what I'm saying. When you leave the White House, you basically, this is what it is. And your life is tapped for life. To make sure you ain't selling it out to Russia or to China or somewhere. You basically tap for life then. Because it's so secretive to what the president has to do to make this country stay a great country. You feel me? Till he just said, fuck it. I took my notes with me.
Gotta have something to read when I shit.
Hey, Trump a whole thug that shit though, man.
Bruh.
You know what? As much as I hated Trump, I'm beginning to like him.
Because he's just different, bruh. He just don't care, dog. And what's even more impressive to me is how many people, the followers of Trump, like the hardcore followers, how oblivious they chew, bro. Because this is chosen, right?
Ain't no doubt.
This is chosen to be oblivious, bro.
Chosen ignorance,
bro. Like, have y'all ever heard of John Kemper? John Kemper, he's part of the Daily Show, but basically,
amazing.
All he does is go to Trump rallies and talk to people,
yep.
And he talks to them like normal humans, but he says stuff, just facts, and make them sound so idiotic. And then they look like, well, that can't be right either.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I know exactly who he's talking about.
Like the one he asked was, he said, so you don't trust Obama? No. Why? Because he ain't from this country. How you know that? Because the birth certificate, where you see him at? Online. Oh. Well, you do know this about Donald Trump. Well, where you get the information from? Online. Well, everything online is fake. Didn't you just say?
Bruh, this is one.
That's the type of arguments they have, bro.
This was one of the best things, bro. They was like, they asked Ivanka Trump, Vanya, one of them, do you think Antifa had anything to do with the insurrection? And she was like, no. And then she was like, do you think Donald Trump supporters did this? And she said, yes. And then they was like, oh, it was all the people was like, oh, it's all on TV. He's like, well, would you believe it if Ivanka said? Like, are they like, do you think Ivanka's like an upstanding person? She's truthful. She's like, yeah, she's great. She's this. They give her all this praise. And then she's like, well, take a look at this video. And then they hear it and it was like, that's magic. That's Photoshop video editing. Yeah. And I was like, what? Bro, this is from the live insurrection trial stuff, bro. Insane, dog. Insane.
It's insane.
How, bro? How?
Support under whatever the scrutiny is.
Bro, no matter what, no matter how far it is from the truth, I'm still supporting.
With the most vivid lie, it's insane.
Like, bro, I can literally take you.
Show you the fact.
Not show you the fact. Show you Donald Trump doing something weird, and you be like, that wasn't him.
The man said way
That
back
is
before he
that
ever
is
wanted
Stockholm
to be a president.
syndrome at its finest, bro.
Way before he was president, the man said, if I ever decide to go for president, I'll run for Republican.
Oh yeah,
Because I can kill a person in the middle of Central Park, or whatever the name he said, and then say I didn't, and they would support me. He said that, bro, 20 years before. And then they said, oh, well, he ain't mean it like that. What in the hell? But I'm cool with it, though. I seen a bumper sticker the other day that said, don't complain. I voted for Trump. I was like, shit, they got a point.
Oh my goodness!
I just seen that bumper sticker the other day, man. It's a don't complain because I voted for Trump. I'm like, you got a goddamn point. I don't know what to say. Hey, I'm going to tell you something now. Talk about Trump. Like I said, y'all know I was the biggest trade on earth. Trump would have got Britain Grinder back home.
I don't think so.
He will.
he in bed with
Putin.
So,
Yeah,
of course.
It's been
Maybe.
easy.
Maybe, yeah.
It'd
No,
be
it's
easier.
been easy.
If you take that approach, yeah, I can see that.
And not just that, he the other dude over there, that like, soon, like, just a wrestler. I'll send your boy home. the minister of war, or the man that he won't back for. Trump, the son, that man runs so fast.
Oh,
They
yeah.
done paid him. You know what I'm saying? Britain would have been home.
I read something too that said that Russia changed their drug laws like every 30 days.
I don't know if that's true because I heard a rumor that it was consistent with the other people who got caught with.
Oh yeah,
the
so
same thing.
it was a teacher, a white guy, who got 14 years in prison for drugs over there from America. So, like, and a lot of people was like trying to say it was race. I never thought it was racism. I don't think, and now mind you, this is just me being a logical person.
I don't think it's racism. I think it's political.
I mean, definitely political, right?
Yeah.
We do got some political bias stuff, but
Yeah.
But with that being said, we always had it. So everything that happens between us and Russia is going to be political. Even Snowden. Snowden is in Russia right now as a free man because
Like the dude the movie made about?
you know that's based off a true story, right?
I know, but he in Russia now?
He been in Russia. That's where he fled to. He been in Russia this whole time.
Really?
Yeah, he did an interview from Russia.
Really?
Yeah.
America let him live?
What they gonna do to him in Russia?
You talking about America.
Oh nah, bro, we ain't bro.
You tripping again. You still forget where you live.
No, but think about this. If Russia knows Snowden is there, and he's there because he had to flee the country, and then all of a sudden Snowden comes up murdered, who you think they blame?
It don't matter what they gonna do.
Oh yeah, but they gonna try.
You still ain't understanding with the bullets, bro.
I mean, no, we are the bullies, bro, but
What they
Russia,
gonna do?
Russia crash dummies, bro.
Yeah, they ain't that big a crash dummy, bro.
Shit, they
Nah.
they went head first into Ukraine, and they've been struggling ever since.
In Ukraine.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They crash dummies.
Yeah, but no, you still ain't hearing it though, brother. They struggling with their little cousins.
They are.
They don't want to fight their big brothers.
No, they don't. But they such a crash dummy. I think they'll try it.
No, bro, you don't be in dictatorship that long.
But
to be
China
plumb
is
stupid.
China's definitely back in Russia though, so that's the big.
Oh, no. They most definitely sleeping together.
Yeah, that's the
Oh,
biggest
Lord.
problem. That's the biggest problem. But we don't want to start a war with Russia because China get involved and it gets nasty.
I think we beat both of them. It's just rough on us then.
Oh, it gets real rough, bro.
Yeah, we be in a real war. We had to fight both of them.
So you know we lost the war over there already.
To who?
We lost the what war was that, bro? Help me out. Vietnam War.
First off, we didn't lose Vietnam War. We didn't even know what we were fighting in Vietnam. We just went over there because we were stupid.
And we lost.
It wasn't a loss. It wasn't a win or a
We
loss.
took more casualties.
Bro, it
and we
wasn't a
retreated.
win or a loss.
And we retreated. That's a loss.
Because what were we fighting for?
I mean,
See, that's what I'm saying. We can't really. We can say we lost the Iran Desert Shield War. Nothing was accomplished.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
But we classify that as a loss as well.
Yeah, so I mean, that I don't want to. Yeah, I mean, but no, World War One. We actually fought Japan, a nation.
And the way we won that war is because they decided to wave the white flag and retreat.
No, we won because too many of them was dying too fast because we was vicious.
And that's what happened to us in Vietnam.
No, bro, we wasn't even. That one, you gotta look Vietnam War up again. That wasn't one of those where we were just there to crush the Vietnamese. Cause we were fighting with Vietnamese. The Viet Cong and the Vietnam, the same people. They just wear different hats.
Okay, that was it. That did.
What they was. They look exactly the same. We even know who we fighting,
And
bro.
by the way, Thank you, Anna. World War II was Japan, by the way.
Same people.
No, it's not. Bro, the World War was.
They know what I meant.
We ready?
Yes.
Gratitude unlocks the fulfillment of life. It turns what we have into enough and more. It turns denial into acceptance, chaos to order, confusion to clarity. It can turn a meal into a feast, a house into a home, a stranger into a friend. That's our quote of the week.
Man, this Soft got something to say. Episode 116, man. We love y'all. Peace.
Peace.